Oh, so I was gonna ask you like the last thing I guess I'll ask you. So bro, it's like a question that's going around right now that's getting asked to more like MMA fighters more than anybody, I guess. But do you think that MMA is like in a recession? As in, like, do you think that boxing is becoming like I'm not gonna say becoming the bigger sport again, but do you think that they're doing more for the fans, as in they're getting the money together to put on the bigger fights? MMA is not getting the fights that should be made. MMA's the pay-per-views, the matchmaking is kind of like slowly getting a little more sketchy, slowly getting a little, fading out. We're not getting the same level of cards we were getting in 2016 to through like 2020-ish. Shit like that. Like,
I 100% think so. But yeah, I 100% think so, bro. Like Dana White is so clearly checked out. He doesn't even show up for press conferences.
oh,
The
so yep,
amount
yep, yep.
John Anik is just his little bitch boy, and then who's that other guy? What's that other guy's name?
Oh, I know
Yeah,
who you're talking about. I don't know the white guy or whatever or the
yeah, his new
Mhm.
like personal assistant. Who the fuck
Yeah.
even is that guy?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know him. But Dana clearly is checked out. Bro almost cares more about Power Slap and does more for Power Slap than he does UFC. And I'm pretty
Bro.
sure he lies about Power Slap and their numbers. It doesn't seem real.
The numbers go
Like,
crazy. Yeah, the numbers he's talking about go
yeah, like it
stupid.
basically be like the biggest sport in the world, and I
Yeah,
just
well,
don't
not
think
that,
that's
but
real.
I think soccer and shit like that, like major league, like global sports, would still be like bigger than it, obviously. But bro, he talks about it like that shit should
Yeah, like
definitely
it's
be bigger
just
than the UFC. Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
He's talking
Exactly. I
about
don't ever hear anybody being like, "Yo,
every
you check
post,
out that new slap fight," or fucking.
bro. He's like every post gets 10 million views.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
I've never seen
We're
a
the
power
number
slap
one
reel.
trending sport on
I've literally
Twitter or
he
whatever.
said,
Like he says
bro, yeah,
all that shit.
he said they were beating out soccer at some point. When? Literally when?
Yeah,
And bro, I've never had one power slap reel come up on my fucking phone. Anyways, bro, like get out of here.
exactly. And then yeah, like you said, I 100% agree as well. The match cards, bro. This year alone, really, we haven't got as many good cards. Or I mean, UFC, like you said, UFC 314 was pretty good. I like this card. I'm a Sean O'Malley fan. That's part of the reason why I don't really
It's a
like
good card. It's a
Marab.
good card.
Yeah, I don't like Marab, but Sean O'Malley sells it. Like that's the main event for me. But then we also have things like Macy Barber. That's not like her fault, obviously, but like it's not gonna look good with what's going on currently. I
Yeah,
don't blame her
100%.
at all. Like you can't fight after a seizure. I would
Yeah.
assume. I wouldn't expect you to or want you to, but like these cards, I think it's almost being overdone too. Like I don't know if we need so many main events. I know there's people like you who love them and love the UFC and love MMA, but I think it's not gonna do much for the casual viewer for the long run because I'm there nobody's gonna ever really check into that unless you start putting actual fights there. Nobody wants to really watch fights at the Apex. That's just
Oh,
kind of boring.
100%. Yeah, I think, bro, please do away with the Apex. Please do away with the Apex. Like,
Yeah,
please, bro, it saved, don't get me wrong, through 2020, like through
during COVID
2022,
and shit. Yeah,
yes, bro, please, that was the fucking savior. Like, it did so much for the sport. That, like, it helped the UFC, like, get its second push, you know what I mean? Like all these new fans came in that COVID era.
yeah. All
But,
those
bro,
sports were on TV,
do
but
away with it.
UFC.
Why are we fighting with no crowd now? Why? There's no,
Exactly.
why?
Exactly. Especially you're trying to tell me these names like you're trying to make it seem like these names are big, but then they're fighting with
With no
no
crowd.
crowd. Not even NXT and WWE, which is a developmental program, they still fight with a crowd. They still wrestle with a crowd.
Yeah, bro,
Why
that
the
shit is,
fuck isn't the UFC doing that?
no, yeah, that
Like,
shit is
come
insane.
on
That
now.
shit is insane. Yeah, like I think that they need to keep, sure, maybe do away with a few, but like you need to keep the same number of main events of like fight nights and shit, because I think that is when you post, like when you put the free fight nights on TV, I think that does bring in new fans as well.
Yeah, just do
But
more, put better fights, or push it a little
or
bit more, better.
or how about we get some new locations? Fuck the Apex.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fuck
Exactly.
the
Yeah. Like you said. Yeah.
Apex.
New locations. Yeah.
Fucking
Something where
hell,
I
bro.
could
Let's get
go
some
buy a ticket
crowd.
for cheap too. Yeah, because then it'll help people like me and you who don't want to spend fucking $400 on a ticket when they come to Vegas because it's in Vegas. But if you're doing a UFC, not at the Apex, but you're doing a fight night, tickets are only
In
a
some
hundred
small
dollars.
venue.
Yeah,
Oh,
hundred
come
dollars
on.
for front row or some shit, or even 150, bro. I'm there. I am
Yeah.
fucking there.
Yeah.
I'm glizzying
Literally.
it up. I'm smashing some glizzies and some beers, and I'm
I'm
sitting
there,
front
bitch.
row
Yeah.
like I'm the Nelk Boys. Like,
Hell yeah, bro. Exactly. Bro, also I don't think that they're being like as strict with their fighters as they used to. Like they used to say like you're fighting this guy, no ands, ifs or buts, and if you don't want to fight, cool, bro, you're getting stripped. See you later. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
We're, and also, why the fuck is Ilya, bro? They're stripping Ilya Saportia and Makachev because they need events or whatever. That's why they're getting stripped. Why the
what John
fuck?
Jones?
Why the fuck are we not stripping Jones, bro? Why the fuck are we not?
I,
I hate this shit. I hate this shit.
Deadass. And then TKO too. They're ruining WWE in my opinion, and they're ruining the UFC because they're caring more about the profits for the company
I know.
than the fans. And why hasn't no companies realized that that's never gonna work? Trying to just worry about profits and then cutting out the fans. It
Bro, do
always
you know?
crashes and burns, bro. It never works. I don't get why companies still try that shit.
I heard
Does
this
not work.
thing, and they were saying, why is like UFC focusing on making all these money fights, all these money fights? What the fuck are you talking about? All these money fights, bro. The money fight would be John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Would be Ilya Zaportia versus Makachev, who could have fought Ilya Zaportia and then moved up if he wanted to in January or February, because that's when he likes to fight. What the fuck are we
Or
talking like?
or they had the chance for Jose Aldo's retirement run and they just botched it, didn't make it seem
I
big. They
know.
just let him fucking
Give him
lose to
3
people he shouldn't have been
nobodies. Give him
fighting.
3 nobodies.
Exactly. You're fighting people he should not have been fucking in the ring with. Like, what are
I
we
know.
doing?
Yeah, I know.
Like shit
I
like
know,
that,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
Dana,
shit like that
like
is
I said,
what puts in
Dana's,
the.
oh, actually, fuck Dana. Sorry for cutting you off, but Nina Drama, bro. I cannot stand her. She is pretty. She is good looking. I understand people like like on the old Carl's Jr. commercials. They used to put women in bikinis eating a burger. I get that that's kind of what UFC's fan base is, but why are we only getting interviews from
No,
her
I get
asking
it.
the stupidest questions, like you said in your video, bro? Like I
I
don't
wouldn't even
fucking
mind her, bro. I literally wouldn't even mind her if we got some other promotion. If there was just some other, we got the old
exactly.
style edits. We got a different kind of interview. We got this. Bro, I
Even bring in
wouldn't
fucking
care,
Ariel
bro.
Helwani or something. Unban him. Isn't he like still banned from the
Yeah,
UFC
literally,
for
yeah, literally.
leaking Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, literally. But like, yeah, bro, I don't mind Nina Drama, but why the fuck is she the only thing we have? Like, give me something else.
Exactly. And then I'm subscribed to UFC's YouTube channel. Bro, I will come on my subscriptions and it'll be just them reposting what she posted on her YouTube channel that
Yeah,
I'm
dead
not
ass.
subscribed to. I
Yeah,
don't
dead
want to see
ass.
that shit. I would subscribe to her YouTube channel if I wanted to see her flirt with UFC fighters while she has a husband. That shit is disgusting, low key, in my opinion. Not to completely call her out, but bro, she has a husband, and we're gonna act like her and Alex Pereira don't be flirting. Like it's
Well,
technically none of my business.
she's also an
But
ex
bro,
Playboy
come
model, or she's
on.
also an ex Playboy model. Like, are we not gonna lie? Like, are we not? We're just gonna sit here and act like she's not who she is.
Yeah,
You know what
like
I mean? Also, did you see
exactly,
there was so she
exactly.
has beef with this one MMA YouTuber, and he called her out for like showing her tits all the time, and then she said like this is what pisses me off is she's like, well, yeah, I'm going to use all my tools to my advantage. Clearly, like, da-da. Like, okay, yeah, sure. Let me just pop my tits out. So all my like, fuck you, bitch. The questions she asked aren't even relevant. Who would you take in an alien invasion? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, then her answers, bro, are like the most not the answers, but the way I mean the way she reacts to the answers, like so like not real. Like it's not how anybody like acts. Like the whole like you are silly like type shit. Like she doesn't say that, but you know what I mean. Like it's just the most garbage content that we could be
Yeah.
getting. It takes no effort. Like you said, you actually put in effort. Like you're more of a journalist, or if when it comes to WWE, I'd be more of a journalist than
Yeah.
what she does for the UFC. Like it's the laziness, bro.
Like I said, I
Like
don't mind her, bro, but give me something else. But yeah, so I do think all of that shit kind of combined and just not getting the fights that we need and shit, I think that is kind of putting us in a little bit of a recession. I think we can revive from it, obviously, if Dana White just fucking comes back to his senses and stops fucking around with boxing and power slap. But like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, who you got for Max
Bet.
Holloway versus Dustin Poirier?
Um, Dustin's last fight, Max Holloway the
Dustin's
goat.
Dustin's never lost 2 in a row and he lost his last one, so there's that. Dustin Poirier is 2-0 over him. I do think I think Dustin can get it done, but I do think Max is gonna get it done because I think he's gonna be hungrier and I think he's gonna be good at lightweight and I think he's just gonna outvolume him this time.
Yeah, I want to go Dustin because like obviously you want to pick. Oh, it's his last fight, but then people I feel like forget also like with it being his last fight, there's so much more on his mind than on
Yeah,
Max's. Max's
yeah,
only thing is going out there. I mean, he lost to him twice, like you said. I mean, that's on his mind too. I mean, he is fighting him on his last fight, so that's obviously gonna be on Max's mind. But it's not gonna weigh as much as Dustin being like, it's my last fight. I want to go out there put a good performance. I don't want to lose my last fight. Like, I just feel like it's gonna be too much on Dustin's head, and I feel like truthfully, he's not the greatest under pressure. That's why he's never been a champion, in my opinion. He's a great fighter, but he's just not good under pressure.
I see what you're saying.
But I think Max Holloway takes it, and like you said, he's Max has more to prove right now. Dustin has nothing to prove
Yeah,
besides
that's
not wanting
true.
to lose his last
Yep,
fight.
yep. But all right, hell yeah.